Daddy duty.
Oh, we in this joint.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right. Welcome to the Daddy Duty podcast with your
Yes, sir.
host, the Drkshark, as well as my co-host, the most infamous.
D. What's happening? What's happening?
What's up? What's up? What's up? How's everything going?
Man, man, I really, to be totally honest, man, I can't complain, dude. I'm looking forward. Your Christmas was nice, and I'm looking forward to going into the new year, man. How about you? What's going on? What's happening?
Just living that dad life. It's impressive.
Right?
It's going really well. So baby's good and everything. Holidays was nice. Kid got everything. So it was good. It was a good holiday. It's the baby's first Christmas.
Yeah, tell us some more about it. Like, what was it? You like was she like excited when she saw all that stuff?
Well, she's 6 months old and she doesn't
Yeah.
really care about all. Probably like 99% of the toys like she got. She
Mm,
doesn't care about them. She just likes, a simple like little mini cup. It's like they're like stackable yellow cups, and
right.
she just plays with that. She doesn't care about like the electronic thing and the music playing this and that stuff. But she will when as she gets older, she'll start liking that stuff. But for now, she's like real simple.
Mm.
Was she excited on Christmas morning? Meh. I mean, she doesn't really know what's going on that much.
Right, right.
But, she had fun opening up the paper and I'm just there trying to keep it out of her mouth, and just want to eat everything. So they make
That's what's
they make all these children's toys too with like all the packaging. It's like you got to untwist this and it comes with all these little like everything this goes perfectly well with our topic for today, by the way. But
right.
it's just like, you know, all of these toys that they make, um, just the packaging is more dangerous than the actual toy. Like there's all these twist ties and these little plastic bits. They fall all over the floor. Like you got to keep track of all of those pieces because your kid's gonna pick it up and choke on it.
Right, right.
But so yeah, so the holidays was actually really nice and it
That's what's
was a
up.
good time.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm kind of looking forward to that myself. Come next year, I'm like, man, you know what I'm saying? I know he's not even really gonna know, you know what I'm saying? Like, what is this? What is that? But I'm gonna be looking forward to it being his first Christmas. Probably more than him, I'm sure.
So D, today's show's topic is about the top 10 most dangerous toys that are out
Um,
there. So
okay, okay.
for all of our fans and our listeners and everybody, if you went out for the holiday, you thought you were getting your kid the best gift, you might want to go and take it back from the kid and have him cry a little bit and get him something safer because the thing you got them might kill them.
It might. It might. It might.
It could, and from all of my research, um, one of the things that happens is that if toy A gets recalled because there is a danger to it, they'll recall it from Toys R Us, Walmart, all of the stores. But there's so many online retailers that don't give a shit about recalls,
Right,
and they'll
right.
just sell the toys anyways. So, so you got to be careful where you buying your toys because the online community doesn't give a shit. They just want your money. PayPal, Bitcoin, however you pay for it,
Right, right.
they ship it and they don't care if it's recalled. They don't care. So, which is
Right
makes
about that.
maybe makes you really start thinking about some things. I never really thought about that until today. So yeah, do you want to get
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
this list? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So the first toy. Have you ever even heard of some of these toys going over this list?
But you know what? When I was going over the list earlier, I was looking at it and I was like, I've never seen any of these toys at any of the local stores. So I'm like, I mean, maybe that's a good thing. Maybe that's a good thing.
Well, the first toy on the list is a toy called the Hallmark Itty Bitties Baby Stocking Toy.
You want to show them a shot of that? You want
to? I guess I could do that. I should probably have a better way of doing this, but
that's good enough. You can see it.
It looks like
that. Check that out. Check that out.
Don't buy that.
Doesn't it look exciting though?
Fuck your kid right up. Don't get it. It says that this toy with 4 rattling rings is on the market without an age recommendation or warnings. So it's being recalled by the Consumer Product Safety Commission after they found out that the fabric, hats, and bows detach, causing a choking hazard. So, Dee, I know that your son isn't here yet, but he's coming.
He's on his way. Yeah.
Me as an experienced father now, these kids put everything in their mouth. They're chewing everything. If it's on the ground and they pick it up, they're putting it in their mouth. So this is why. This is why some of these things are like such a huge problem. So when these things are falling off, hats and bows, the kids are going to pick it up and they're going to chew it and they're going to choke and they're going to die because you don't know the Heimlich maneuver.
Right. You know what it makes me think about too? As far as like manufacturing these toys, man, you got to really put some thought into, you know what I mean? Like designing a toy, because I'm sure the people that made this toy, it looks like Hallmark. I'm sure they never thought there was anything dangerous about this. But then they find out that like the hats and bows are choking hazards.
I mean, I'm definitely that's a pretty big problem actually. I'm surprised that they wouldn't have caught that though.
Yeah. I mean, you would think they would, but
Hallmark, get it together,
right? Not buying no cards.
Have you gone to the mall and looked for a Hallmark card store?
Dude, it's gotta be. The last time, let me see. The last time I went to Hallmark to buy a card, I was in the military and I came home for Christmas. So this was like, it had to be like between 2003 and 2007. So no time here recently.
I went to the shopping mall to go buy a birthday card from Hallmark. They don't even have that store in the mall anymore.
Really?
There was no card store in the mall, actually.
But go to Walmart.
I had to go to Walmart to go and buy a card. Which I'm kind of shocked, but I'm not that shocked at the same time. I mean, like, how can you stay in business just selling greeting cards? I don't know.
Greeting cards and little trinkets. It's like, yo, this isn't gonna last.
So that was the number 10 toy. The number 9 toy. Do you know what that? Do you see that one?
This toy. Now I've got some experience with this toy. This is one of the toys on the list that I actually have some experience with. The pull along Polly. I don't know if it was called that when I was younger, but I had a toy very similar to this.
Oh, really?
So, yeah. So I made it. I made it. But it says here, this pull toy gets bad marks for having a 19-inch long cord. The industry standard for safety requires strings on playpens and crib toys. You want to give yourself a round of applause?
I'm good.
But it says it has to be less than 12 inches in length. And this cord is 19 inches. So it's saying that it could be a strangulation hazard, which is definitely true. Definitely true. But like I said, I had a toy very similar to this when I was a kid. But I want to say it was like it was a little different. But I remember I used to drag it everywhere. But you know, I turned out fine. But hey, if they're not selling it for a reason, I assume.
Yeah, that is definitely a hazard. I don't know too much about this toy. I haven't seen it. It wasn't on my shopping list. I didn't buy it. I would have never thought, like, how long is this cord? I just figure companies make products like toys, and they send it off to get children and parents to look it over, and then be like, oh, you know what? This could be a problem. We should fix this before they send it to market. But I guess these guys don't do that. They just make it and be like, let's call it pull along Polly, and make it with a too long of a cord, so kids are gonna be choking themselves on it. It's ridiculous.
I mean, like,
go ahead.
When you think about it, Joe, why does a kid need a 19-inch cord with a rolling horse on the back of it?
Yeah, I think these guys fucked up.
Where's he pulling it from? Across the street?
I don't even really, like, I don't have a problem with it, with pretty much almost any of the toys on the list, really, because at the same time, I feel like, except for small children, you have to, but parents need to watch their small children, if they're playing with this. But you can't always have your eye on them, and the next thing you know, the kid's yoked up, hanging off the banister from his fucking pull along pony. But I wouldn't have. If I would have saw that, I wouldn't be like, oh man, that's a 19-inch cord. Like, that's too long. I would have just bought it. You know what I mean?
Say yoked up. Yo, that's how we used to describe how cats would get jacked up in high school. He got yoked up. All right,
I'll just move. I'll just keep the show moving along. I'll move it on to to number the third one on the list is the Wonder Woman battle action sword.
Right.
Now, I know Wonder Woman was a big movie this year. Everybody went to go see it, and they loved it and all of that, but don't buy your kid this toy.
Right.
No, I guess the problem with this is that it's encouraging young children to engage in fighting.
Oh.
But it's really the rigid plastic sword blade can cause facial and other injuries. So the plastic is too hard. It's not like a little, it should be like a pool noodle, but they made it out of some hard plastic, and someone's actually going to get messed up trying to be Wonder Woman.
Right.
We can't.
I also think that first point was interesting. You know what I'm saying? I think it's kind of dope that they think that companies should be aware of what they're teaching kids as far as like violence goes. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not a fan of like play guns for kids. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's kind of dope that they even, thought about like, yo, this is kind of sending the wrong message.
I don't like play guns with kids either. I'm going to tell you a funny story about a play gun. I went to my friend's house. He's got this little son. He comes down wearing it's Christmas time, but this little kid, he's 3 years old. He's dressed up like it's Halloween. He's in a SWAT team outfit, and he has a gun. And I walk into the house and he starts shooting me. I was like, dude, I'm unarmed. I'm an unarmed black man. Like, this kid's 3 years old, already qualified.
Gosh. He took the 3-year-old to task. Like, I'm about to learn you something today.
Well, I was just like, what? But why are you shooting me? Like, I didn't do anything.
That's real, though. That's real.
He was like, put your hands behind your back. You're under arrest. And then he just starts shooting me. I'm like, you can't just shoot me. Like, I didn't do anything.
That's real, though. That's funny, but that's real, though. That's real.
You start them young, I guess. I mean,
right. That's real. No, that's real. I'm like, it's hella funny, but it's real, though. You know what I'm saying? That you use that moment to tell him, like, yo, like, this ain't the way this goes. This is not. So just in case you see law enforcement in your future, just know that this ain't the way to go about things.
Yeah, he didn't give a shit what I said. He continued to shoot me. I was walking away. He was shooting me in the back.
It's too real, dog. Man.
Yeah.
Where's that kid from?
No, he's a good kid. He's a nice kid. He doesn't know any better. His parents give him a gun and a cop uniform, and he thinks he can just go around shooting all the black people he wants, I guess. But his parents don't watch this show. I don't have to worry. So yeah, you know what? The plastic on that Wonder Woman sword, it's a little bit too hard. Kids are gonna get fucked up. You don't want to. Next on the list. Go ahead.
This next one, yo, I saw a lot of kids playing with these. The fidget spinners, the hand fidget spinner. I saw a lot of kids playing with these. And it says, despite a warning that it is a novelty gift item that is not intended to be used as a toy, Watch, which is the acronym for something we probably said earlier, found that the spinner is still sold in retail toy aisles and remains popular among children of all ages. They also warn about hazards like choking associated with the small parts. Man, the store right up the street from my house, the convenience store, has them like right by the counter. Like this toy right by the counter.
No doubt. They're everywhere. I can't believe kids like this.
Yeah, right.
Listen, I'm a person. I've been known to fidget a lot. I tried the fidget spinner, and it's stupid. It works good for one time, and then you're like, oh. But it's just what do they call the parts that it's made with again? Anyways, it doesn't matter. The things are cheaply made. They're made in China. They fall apart. Then your kid's eating a ball bearing. like people think it's supposed to be used so that your kid can relieve its stress or whatever, and it's just going to sit there and spin it, and it doesn't even work. There's no medicals. It's not in any medical journals that it's effective. It's a toy, and they're cheaply produced, and they got dangerous parts. Your kid's gonna eat a ball bearing, and it's gonna be your fault because you spent the $6.99 trying to keep them distracted. Talk to your kid, read him a book, problem solved.
Yeah, I feel kind of bad about this one because when they first hit the market, I saw opportunity. And I was like, man, maybe I should buy a bunch of them and sell them on like eBay for like really cheap. Mm-hmm. But I didn't do that, so I feel good about it.
You should. You probably saved at least a dozen kids' lives. That's the last thing you want. You make this toy and then it falls apart and kids eat it and die. That's on you.
Yeah, I don't want that on my conscience.
Fidget spinner. Don't even get me started with that. I see kids doing tricks with their fidget spinners.
What kind of tricks can you do with a fidget spinner?
Bro,
Change hands?
kids have they got a lot of time because they're not learning and they're listening to bad music. So they got a lot of time to learn how to spin it and flip it and boomerang it. They do all kinds of things with it.
But like, man, if a kid ever walks up to me and be like, "Hey, let me show you a trick with my fidget spinner," I'm be like, "Yo, you're a loser. You're a loser."
So yeah, fidget spinner is something I didn't buy for any of the kids that I bought Christmas presents for. I'm just like sort of against them just in principle. I don't think that I don't even think it's a toy really. Doesn't seem like it's that much fun watching something spin in between your fingers. Like, how long is that good for? 10 seconds? And then what?
Right. Like 15 minutes, I'm like, okay, all right.
So parents, if you buy your kids that, you might want to, go and make sure that the thing hasn't fallen apart and your kid is still alive.
Not choking on a ball bearing.
Exactly. Let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving. Next up is the Spider-Man drone, the official movie edition. So,
can you see that?
Yeah, I can kind of see that.
All right.
So it says the performance drone is designed to launch into the air, powered by rotating rotator blades. Even with the manufacturer's warning, watch, says the risk of injury is concerning. So you want to know what? It's probably just not a toy like young kids should be using, because I don't know if you've ever been hit with one of these propeller blades from one of these drones. But I have. Okay.
Have you?
I swear to God, I almost lost my finger.
What happened?
So I'll tell you a quick story. All right. I buy this. I go on to do you guys have Kijiji down there? It's like Craigslist. Anyways,
I've only heard you guys mention it.
I go on to Craigslist. A day before I'm going to on a vacation to Italy. So I'm like, I'm going to buy this drone. The guy sold it to me. It doesn't have instructions. I don't really know how to use it. So when I couldn't take it apart, I just literally took it on the plane. I got to my hotel room in Rome, and it's like, it's nice, and there's a little balcony, and it's not that high up. You're probably like 7 stories up, whatever. So I'm like, you know what? I open up the window. I'm sitting on the bed. I'm like, start up the drone, and I'm flying it in the room. And then it starts getting close to the window. I'm like, maybe I can fly this outside, but I don't know how to work it yet. And I lost control of it, and I couldn't figure out how to make it stop. So I had to grab it with my hand and before it flew away. And and the propeller literally cut my finger. And it was pretty deeply cut. Yeah. But to make a long story short, because I didn't really know what I was doing, I didn't calibrate it properly, so it wasn't responding to my remote control. So I was trying to control it, thinking I was doing something, but because I didn't set it up properly, it wasn't responding, and the thing was going to go out the window. And I just bought that, and I was like, nope, I'm ready to lose some fingers over this. They're dangerous. These things aren't for kids, man. And plus, drones got to stop. Enough with drones.
Anything with a rotating blade doesn't seem like a good idea for a kid.
Yeah, trust me, it's not a good idea. There's a kid in my neighborhood too who's got a drone every day, 5 o'clock, flying it over my house.
You
guys got a camera. I've been throwing rocks at it. I've been throwing bananas at it, trying to get this thing down every day. Like, it's creepy.
How'd you come to throwing a banana at it?
Well, whatever was on the counter, I see it, I could hear it. All you can hear is this humming noise, like, and and you look up and it sounds like a swarm of bees, and
it does.
This fucking kid in a drone, and like, just grab whatever's on my counter. I'm throwing it up in the sky.
No, what's he do like?
Stop creeping out my house. Like, stop.
I hope he's watching this.
I don't like that. Don't let your kids play with drones, anyways.
Start with the drones.
Enough. I know they want to have fun and stuff, but listen, there's other ways to have fun. Go on, D. Go on.
All right. So the next one is the Nerf Zombie Strike Deadbolt Crossbow. First of all, that name is not safe for your kid to be saying. You hear how long it took me to say that?
Ridiculous.
Nerf Zombie Strike Deadbolt Crossbow. Anyway, it says, along with encouraging violence, once again, Watch warns parents that the force of the arrows launched from the crossbow presents the risk of eye or facial injuries. Isn't that something?
That is crazy, because who decided, I had Nerf toys when I was a kid, but I mean, they were just like a sponge basically.
Right.
No one can get hurt. Now they decide to make it pressurized crossbow.
Yes, yeah. That's what it looks like.
That ain't smart, Nerf. Nerf, you got to do better. You've been in the game for a long time. You're not
right.
You're not one of these new, startup companies that are making mistakes.
These millennials.
Come on, Nerf. I hold you to a higher standard.
Get it together.
When you messing up these kids' faces, just crossbow. So if you went out and bought that for the kids, you might want to grab it back and get them a cap gun or something.
A cap gun?
Even though I'm against guns, but I mean, they clearly want
to a cap gun.
They clearly want to buy their kids something where they can shoot things. So I mean, what am I going to tell them? I don't know.
Something to shoot for the stars. How about that?
That would be good too. Shoot for the stars, kids. There's only a handful left.
All right.
So we can knock this out, but this one to me is simple. And if you are a parent out there and you bought your kid this item, you should know better. Like, could your kid get hurt by this? Of course. Thing is stupid. It's ridiculous. It should be for teenagers who want to smoke weed and play with their hockey sack, and they're trying to take it to another level. That's who this is for. This isn't for kids.
Not for kids.
I don't even know if I need to get into the description, but it's the Slacker Slackline Classic Series Kit. Now, do you know what a slackline is? Have you ever seen it? You ever go to the park and see some guys? Okay, well, this is what a slacklining is. You basically take, like straps, if you're strapping something down into a truck.
Right.
And it's got a winch. So you're basically taking that strap and you wrap it around two trees, and then it creates basically like a balance beam, but on like a piece of nylon.
Oh.
And you try to walk across it and jump on it. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know that's what it's called, but I've seen it.
So the problem that Watch has with it is that it's marketed for all ages, and that type of tightrope device clearly shouldn't be used for all ages. They should probably, just put an age on it, like starting at the age, I don't know, never. Just find something else to do.
Yeah, I saw one of those things on 1,000 Ways to Die.
Yeah, well, it's a true thing, and kids have been dying by using the slack line. Bought your 3-year-old the slack line.
You're an idiot.
You get into the next one, because I can't believe that this is a problem, but I can see how it would be, but I mean,
the next one would be an oval xylophone. You want to go ahead and show them a picture? Bam.
That's it.
The oval xylophone. The reason why it's dangerous is because this musical instrument is sold for babies as young as 12 months. But watch where it's about the 9.5-inch long drumstick handle, which they say has the potential to block a child's airway. That's a real concern.
It could be a real concern. I mean, I don't know. I don't like to, everybody wants to protect their kid, but something like this, I mean, if they're trying to swallow the whole thing, it's going to block your airway, but so is anything. If you like, kids shouldn't be sticking anything down their throat that's 9.5 inches long. I don't, I don't know what else to say about that. But I would be afraid of them, like falling on it and poking out their eye.
Yeah, I think that's what I would be more afraid of like them falling on it. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe falling on it and maybe like puncturing themselves or something.
But I mean, because here's what it comes down to: you can't save your kid from everything. Like,
right?
They're going to be sticking everything in their mouth. You have to be watching them, but these toy manufacturers can't. They got to make something.
They do. They do.
I don't have a big problem with the oval xylophone, but the watch group is watching you guys, and you might want to.
They own it.
I might want to take notice. Now, this thing, to me, I thought kind of, maybe I might want to get a pair of these, but this, I could see how it could be a problem. It's called Jet's Heel Wheels. Now, you see those kids in the shopping mall, they like do something and then they got wheels on their bottom of their heel. They're like, they're like racing down the aisle and beside you. This is what this thing is, except for it's like a motorized wheel that you put on your shoe. And
it's got a real motor? Really?
Dude, here's what it says. Here's the problem that watch has with it. It says the organization was concerned about the real sparking, so it makes sparks. Action of a real wheel roller skate shoe. Okay, so it's not motorized, but it just creates sparks.
Yeah.
But the manufacturer says that it can burn. So the toy also includes a warning that using heel wheels can be a dangerous activity that may result in injury or death. So basically, they put it on the box. This thing could kill you. It's making sparks that can burn you. Maybe some parents just don't like their kids.
Hey, here, take these Hot Wheels, these real ones.
Yeah, these are the real Hot Wheels.
Go there and skate by that gas station.
So, I mean, it might have been like, a person came up with a really, they thought they were having a good idea, but it turns out it's not that good of an idea.
No.
Let's move along because we're almost done.
All right, the next one would be Brianna baby doll. And you wanna go ahead and show them Brianna? Check her out.
It says,
this huggable and soft toy is marketed for ages 18 months and older. But Watch warns that the removable clothing and pink ponytail holders are a choking hazard.
So what have we learned today from these toys? If you're gonna make a toy, you got to make sure the things can't choke the kids. Simple. Make sure it doesn't light them on fire. And they, yeah, that's it. The kids are going to choke on it, or they're going to light themselves on fire, or they're going to poke their eye out. Very simple.
And it can happen. It can happen, man. Man. I've heard some crazy stuff. Like in all honesty, I've heard some crazy stuff like happening to kids, like playing with toys, or you know what I'm saying, or playing with stuff that was like not made for them, and then they end up using it, or like running with it and stuff like that. Like, man, I've heard some crazy incidents, man.
Well, that's it. Those are the 10 most dangerous toys of 2017.
Top 10.
Maybe next week we'll do, the best toys of 2017. Maybe you got your kid that. Is it still Tickle Me Elmo, you think? You think Tickle Me Elmo is still number one, or is that from 96?
That's played, that. Played, bro. Tickle Me Elmo is played. You can't rock that in 2017.
But we should probably keep it moving forward.
Yeah.
Before we do, I want to make a shout out because I got this book. It's called Dad's Playbook, and it's a really good book. I like it. It's got a lot of great quotes from coaches. So it's pretty cool. I'll probably end up reading some of these quotes, or pretending that they're mine, from Vince Lombardi. But they're good quotes. So shout out to Tom Limbert for making this book. It's good. If you guys like it, go cop it. You can get it on Amazon, $29.99.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to check that out.
But yeah, we should get into the most favorite part of the show.
What's that?
That is the dad joke of the day.
Dad joke
of the day. Now, you said you came with the heat today. You said you brought the fire.
Yeah. Once again, I'm kind of on a roll.
You are. And if you want to, if you want to continue with your hot streak of dad jokes, by all means, let's hear what you got.
All right. Here we go. What concert only costs 45 cents?
I don't know.
50 Cent featuring Nickelback.
Oh God. Is that your American and Canadian?
Yeah, that was my American and Canadian. You know what I'm saying? That was my fusion, my American and Canadian fusion.
Why couldn't the bicycle stand up on its own? It was too tired.
Yeah. Yeah, that's so stupid.
That was stupid. So stupid.
Oh man. That was a good one.
Thank you. I try my best. And that's the show.
Is it?
So this is like probably the new way that we might
Yeah.
be doing the show. So you'll be able
Mhm.
to watch it on Facebook. You'll be able to listen to it on iTunes still. You'll be able to get it on YouTube if that's what you prefer better. You can, who knows? There's all kinds of everywhere. Instagram.
Right.
Um, be sure to
Twitter.
follow us on Instagram. I feel like that's really it.
Yeah. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Anything else you got to say? Anything else?
Man, you know, that's it, dog. You know what I'm saying? That's it.
That's it. Let's wrap this sucker up. You know what they always say? I didn't choose the dad life. The dad life chose me. We out.
Bush. Now when you're there, you gotta do some cheesy like raise the roof.